was a bubblegum machine outside the Piggly Wiggly store. Red and rusted, took a quarter, sat there crooked by the door. She was 17 and laughing when I turned that handle down, and out come a plastic diamond big enough to sink a town. Her daddy said I'd never make it, said a boy like me'd be gone before the leaves turned in October, before the frost was on the lawn. But she wore the thing to graduation, wore it dancing in the rain, wore it till the green come off her finger, and she wore it just the same. I bought her gold when I could buy it, 30 years of making good, diamonds cut in Amsterdam and cabinets built of cedar wood. But there's a drawer beside the mirror where she keeps that cheap old thing. It says a man can buy a woman anything but the first thing. It says she'll be buried in the 99-cent ring. Now the Piggly Wiggly's boarded and the parking lot's gone gray, and they hauled that little machine off in a truck one Tuesday. I drove out there this morning just to sit a spell and look, and I swear I heard her laughing at the handle when it shook. This old hat's been through 1,000 miles, more dust than a county road. It's seen hard times and better days, carried every heavy load. It shaded me from summer suns, kept the rain out of my eyes. Lord, it's been my only witness to every truth and every lie. If this old hat could talk, it'd tell you where I've been, about the nights I nearly gave up and the days I start again. It'd tell you love is worth the hurt, pride ain't worth the fall. If this old hat could talk, it'd tell me I made it through it all. I wore it when I met my girl at a dance in early June. She laughed and said it looked too big, but she kissed me underneath the moon. I wore it when I held our son, the day he first called me Dad. Funny how the sweetest moments outnumber all the bad. If this old hat could talk, it'd sing of joy and pain, of every drought that tested me and every long-awaited rain. It'd tell you every broken road still leads somewhere if you're strong. If this old hat could talk, it'd say, keep moving on. chase another dream uphill. If this old hat could talk, it'd smile instead of cry. 'Cause a good life isn't counted by the years that pass us by. It's measured by the hearts we've touched and the promises we keep. If this old hat could talk, it'd say, a simple life runs deep. So I'll tip my hat to yesterday and welcome one more sunrise. There's a dirt road leading nowhere fast, just a trail through fields of green. Most folks drive right past that place, never knowing what it's seen. There's a swing still hanging from an old oak tree, though it hasn't moved in years. If those old boards could find a voice, they'd sing a million laughs and tears. It's the house that raised me, brick by brick, where love was strong, though money was thin. Where Mama prayed before every meal, and Daddy taught me how to stand again. I left to chase the world outside, thinking dreams were somewhere new. Now every road keeps leading me back to the place where my roots grew. The wallpaper's faded, the roof leaks now, the mailbox leans to one side, but every crack inside those walls still holds a piece of my life. I can almost hear my brother laughing, running barefoot through the rain. Funny how a memory can warm your heart and still carry a little pain. It's the house that raised me, room by room, where every goodbye came with a hug, where Sunday mornings meant church bells and muddy boots stained the rug. You don't know what you've been given until it's only in your mind. Home isn't made of every weatherboard has saved. It's the house that raised me, heart and soul. Long before I knew my name. The older I get, the more I see that home and love are much the same. If these roads ever bring me back, I'll sit beneath that old oak tree and thank the Lord for every lesson the house that raised me gave to me. Some places never leave your heart, even after you've left them behind.
She works the line from 3 to midnight, punches out at 10 past 12. I'm on the road by 5 each morning before the sun climbs off the shelf. There's a note beside the coffee pot, her handwriting small and neat. There's chicken in the icebox, honey, don't forget your Wednesday's meat. We've been married 19 winters, been in love for 21, and I've kissed her sleeping forehead more than I have kissed her none. Folks down at the diner say a marriage needs the time, but she's holding up her end of it, and I am holding mine. We pass each other in the driveway like two trains that share a track. She goes rolling toward the evening, and I'm hauling the morning back. Ain't romantic, ain't a movie, ain't the way we drew it up, but the lights on when I get there, and there's coffee in the cup. Saturday's the day we get to, that's the day we're really wed. She sleeps in until 11, I don't leave the foot of the bed. We eat breakfast in the afternoon and argue about the news, and I thank the Lord for 2 days off and one good pair of shoes. Someday there'll be a pension and a porch and time to spare, and I'll wake up and she'll be there, and she'll wake up and I'll be there. Till then we'll keep on trading places, keep on keeping up, 'cause the light's still on when I get there, and there's still coffee in the cup. Whoa! coffee in a weathered tin cup, 100 dreams riding in this old Chevy. She coughs, but she still starts up. I've got a picture tucked above the visor of the girl who still believes in me. That's enough to keep these tired hands holding on to what I can't yet see. So I'll drive one more mile, work one more day, say one more prayer when I lose my way. Life ain't easy, but it sure is worth the ride when you got someone waiting on the other side. I'll wear these boots until they wear me down, stand back up every time I hit the ground. The good Lord knows I'm trying all the while, so I'll just keep on driving one more mile. The radio's playing an old country love song about a cowboy and his girl. It makes me smile, 'cause I know the feeling. She's still my whole wide world. We've never had a house up on the hillside, or money stacked up to the sky, but every night I hold her close. I know I'm the richest man alive. So I'll drive one more mile, work one more day, say one more prayer when I lose my way. Life ain't easy, but it sure is worth the ride when you got someone waiting on the other side. I'll wear these boots until they wear me down, stand back up every time I hit the ground. The good Lord knows I'm trying all the while, so I'll just keep on driving one more mile. Someday these hands will finally slow, and these roads won't call my name. I won't remember all the hours I worked, just the people who shared my pain. I'll drive one more mile and one more laugh. Hold on tight to the things that last. The world's gonna turn whether I win or lose, so I'll keep walking in these old worn shoes. If tomorrow brings another hill to climb, I'll thank the Lord for one more sunrise. As long as there's hope beyond the next turnstile, I'll keep on driving one more mile, one more mile, one more prayer, one more day. I'll meet you there. on a string by the kitchen door. Every birthday morning we'd back up against that wall. Mama'd holler, stand up straight now. Lord, I never stood so tall. And he'd draw a little line and write the year and nothing more. There's a mark for 84 where I finally passed my brother. One for 91, the summer I stopped growing altogether. 20 years of Junes and soft gray lake, one on top the other, and the paint's gone yellow around them, but the numbers held forever. Well, the realtor says she'll have it sold by Sunday. Says a coat of white will bring the whole thing back to new. But there's 40 years of children on that door frame, and a man can't take a house, but Lord, I'd take those 2 feet through. I brought a saw out from the truck bed, sat there in the drive till the street light came on humming, and my coffee had gone cold. Some things you're meant to leave behind so someone else can thrive, and some things you cut loose and carry with you when you're old. So I found myself a pen, backed her up against that old board, told her, stand up straight now, back. And I drew a little line and wrote the year, and it began again. There's no porch light still burning every night, though nobody's been home for years. The paint is peeling off that white wooden fence, but it still remembers all our tears. Mama sang hymns by the kitchen window, Daddy worked till the setting sun. Life wasn't rich in the things we own, but somehow we never needed none. Take me back to that little gravel road where the stars were all we had to hold. where love was measured by the time we'd give, and a handshake meant exactly what it did. I'd trade these city lights for fireflies tonight, if I could hear that screen door swing once more. Home ain't always where you're living now. Sometimes it's an old porch light you can't ignore. I pass by strangers every single day, yet I still know every face back home. Funny how the farther that you travel, the more your heart refuses to roam. Grandpa's chair still sits beside the fireplace, like he's waiting for the evening news. Some things never really leave you behind. They're the roads your soul will always choose. Time keeps rolling like an old freight train, taking more than it ever returns. But every scar becomes another story, and every goodbye leaves a lesson learned. Take me back to that little gravel road, where faith was stronger than the winter cold, where every sunset felt like heaven's smile, and every mile was worth another mile. If tomorrow never calls my name again, just lay me where the wildflowers grow, 'cause home ain't just a place upon a map. It's the love you carry wherever you go. That old porch light is still burning tonight. Maybe it was waiting all along. Back when the corn was tall as heaven, and summer never seemed to end, we'd fish the creek till supper time, then do it all again. Mama called from the front porch steps, her voice carried through the pines. Back then we thought forever was just another summertime. I wish I knew those were the good old days, before they slip like autumn leaves. Back when a dollar stretched a little
when the corn was tall. Daddy never owned a fancy tractor, just an old machine that smoked. But somehow every row got planted and every seed found hope. The neighbors came without an invitation. If a barn was needing raised, nobody counted what they gave, they just gave. I wish I knew those were the good old days, when laughter echoed down the lane, when front porch swings solved every problem, and love was stronger than the rain. Now every field looks just a little smaller, or maybe I've just grown. Funny how you leave your hometown, but it never leaves your soul. My little boy asked me last Sunday, Dad, what was it like back then? I smiled and said, son, we didn't have much, but we never knew we were missing anything. So let's leave our phones inside the house, go throw a line into the stream. Let's make the kind of memories that someday live inside our dreams. Maybe years from now you'll tell your kids about this simple life we've got, and they'll wish they could go back someday, when the corn was tall. Some seasons end, but they never stop growing in your heart.
Met an old man on a county road, hammer in his weathered hand, nailing up one last broken fence on a little piece of land. I said, sir, why fix what's falling down? No cattle graze here anymore. He smiled and wiped the sweat away, and leaned against the old barn door. He said, son, you don't mend a fence for the things that stand today. You mend it for tomorrow, long after you've gone away. The world needs folks who leave it better than the way they found it first.
Then he drove one final nail, and those words became my verse. Years rolled by like tumbleweeds, life kept pulling me along. I chased a paycheck, built a family, learned the difference right from wrong. Whenever things felt broken or hope seemed hard to find, I'd remember that old fence line and the wisdom left behind. You don't mend a fence 'cause somebody's watching you. You do it 'cause it's honest, and it's simply what you do. The smallest acts of kindness can outlive 1,000 names. Sometimes the quietest people leave the biggest change. Now my grandson walks beside me, holding nails inside his hand. He asked me why we're fixing boards on this old forgotten land. I smiled just like that farmer did, and finally understood. You don't mend a fence just to keep the cattle in. You mend the hearts around you, one small choice at a time. And when they lay me down someday beneath this Kentucky sky, I hope they say he fixed what he could before he said goodbye. Some folks leave monuments of stone, others leave a stronger fence.
Got a truck that runs on prayer in half a tank. Got a dog that hates the mailman and the bank. Got a Friday and a payday in a row, and a radio that only knows one mode. Loud! Cousin Ray's got a fiddle and a plan. Says there's dancing out at Dooley's, bring a can. Got the windows down, got the highway coming up. Got a preacher on the AM giving up on us. Turn it up, this is two-lane gospel. This is Friday night, amen. This is 40 miles of nothing, and we're doing it again. Got the fiddle in the front seat and the county in the dust. Ain't a soul out here to save us, and there ain't a one of us that's asking to be saved. It's two-lane gospel, brother, and we're rolling till we're brave. Mile marker 14's where we always turn. There's a bonfire and a bad idea to burn. Sally's got a boyfriend, but he ain't out here tonight.
up so big it turned the whole field white. All right, all right. The prettiest truck you'll ever see. The paint's worn thin, the chrome's long gone. The radio only catches Sunday sermons, and the heater quit years ago. But every dent's got a story, every scratch knows my name. That old Chevrolet's been family long before fortune ever came. So here's the keys to an old Chevrolet. They won't unlock a life of gold, but they'll open roads where good men learn some things money never told. Take your time, don't race tomorrow. Treat every stranger like a friend. If you take care of this old pickup, it'll bring you home again. I drove your mama to our wedding with wildflowers on the dash. Brought you home wrapped in a blanket. Never thought the years would pass so fast. We hauled hay through August summers, cut a Christmas tree each year. Funny how an old truck keeps a lifetime in its gears. So here's the keys to an old Chevrolet, along with everything I've learned. The road gives back to patient hearts, not just the ones that burn. Leave a gate the way you found it. Keep your word when times get rough. A man is measured by his character, not by the size of his truck. Someday you'll hand these keys down to when your own hair's turning gray, and maybe you'll remember this old porch and what your old man had to say. Here's the keys to an old Chevrolet, and every mile I couldn't buy. They're heavy with 1,000 prayers and every tear your mama cried. When that engine finally falls silent, don't let the memories fade away. Some families pass down fortunes, ours pass down an old Chevrolet. Turn the key, she still got another road to travel. The transmission went out on the Ford in March. The roof gave in come May, and the man from the bank had a soft voice when he told me what to pay. I don't blame the weather, and I don't blame the crooks in Washington. Some years you get the harvest, and some years you get the sun. My brother says it's bad luck, Mama says it's God's design. Preacher says there's lessons in it. Wife says, honey, it'll be fine. And they're all of them well-meaning, and they're all of them half-right. But nobody's got an answer for a man at 3 at night. It ain't nobody's fault, it ain't nobody's doing. Ain't a devil in the details, ain't a curse that I've been through. Sometimes the road just narrows and the ditch is where you fall. It ain't nobody's fault at all. So I got up Monday morning like a man who's got a job. Put the coffee in the thermos, put the worry in the box. 'Cause the fields don't care who's tired, and the fence don't care who's broke. And a mule don't pull for pity, he just pulls until he's roped. There's a comfort in the plain truth when you finally set it down. You ain't cursed, you ain't forgotten, you ain't singled out in town. You're just standing in the weather like the rest of us have stood. And the standing is the only thing that ever done me good.
Every evening, just before sunset, I sit out here like I always do. There's 2 old rocking chairs on this porch. The one's been empty since I lost you. The neighbors wave as they drive on by. They probably think I've lost my mind, but I still save your place beside me. Some habits are too hard to leave behind. One chair still rocks, even when the wind don't blow. Maybe it's just my heart remembering, or maybe heaven lets you know. I still tell you about my day, like I did for all those years. Love doesn't end when someone leaves, it just learns to live through tears. Your roses bloom every springtime, though I never had your gentle hands. I swear they're trying to keep a promise, growing prettier than I ever planned. I still hear your favorite hymn when the church bells ring at 10. Some folks call them memories, I just call them visits from an old friend. One chair still rocks, and the coffee's brewed for 2. too. Old habits make the longest journeys when your heart stays true. If missing you was measured in miles, I'd have circled this whole earth. But loving you was the finest road this old cowboy ever worked. The preacher says we'll meet again, and I believe every word. Until that morning comes for me, I'll keep listening for your birds. One chair still rocks, and someday mine will too, no more. I'll leave this old house, these fields, these fences, walk through heaven's open door. And if I see you waiting there with that smile I've missed so long, I'll say, honey, I wasn't late. I was just finishing our song. So every evening at sunset, one chair still rocks.
Drove an old Ford with a dented front fender, dust on the dash, Bible on the seat. Worked the same fields from sunrise till supper. Never once called his life incomplete. His boots were worn, his hands were weathered, his paycheck barely stretched each week. But you'd never hear him complain about tomorrow. He had everything he'd need, 'cause the richest man I know never had $1 million. He counted blessings, not the numbers written on his paycheck collar. He'd say, son, the finest things in life can't be bought or sold. If you got love around your table, you're the richest man I know. Mama would laugh from the kitchen doorway, flower on her hands, a song on her lips. The neighbors never knocked without leaving, with a full plate and a little friendship. Every Friday night we'd sit together, listening to the crickets sing. Back then I thought we didn't have much. Now I'd give anything, 'cause the richest man I know never wore a fancy suit. He
built his life on honest work, deep family roots. He'd say, don't waste your years trying to own the world. Just hold the hand that holds your heart, and thank the Lord. Now I've climbed a few tall mountains, signed my name on dotted lines, but every victory feels smaller than those simple days in time. The richest man I know lives inside my memory still. Every lesson that he gave me guides me up life's hardest hills. When my own days finally end and the good Lord calls me home, I hope my children look at me and say, he was the richest man we know. Not because of what he owned, but because of what he gave.
Everybody knows about the redhead. Everybody's heard that name. The one who came to take my mama's man and nearly played that game. But there's another girl they never wrote about. It's just as well. She was quiet as a Sunday, and she carried her own hell. She never begged for nothing, never knocked on no one's door, just kept a garden by the highway and a light on at the store. And when the town was busy talking about her sister and the shame, she swept the front porch every morning, and she carried the same last name. She was born beside a legend, and she lived inside the shade. Nobody wrote a song for her, so this here's the one I made. There's 100,000 women who've been somebody's little sister, second to the story, but the first one to be missed. And there's nobody in this world who ever kissed her. She's buried up the hill there, where the honeysuckle grows. One stone and no inscription, but the year she came and goes. And the tourists stop to ask about the redhead every spring, and the caretaker just points and says, that one's the other thing. So here's to all the quiet ones who never got the verse, who held the family together while the family got the worst. May you rest beneath the honeysuckle, may the wind know what you're worth. Somebody ought to sing you, so I'm singing you first.
She didn't slam the front door crying, didn't throw a single thing. She folded up the hurt between us like an old forgotten dream. There was a note beside the window, just a line or maybe two. I hope you find the peace you're chasing, 'cause I couldn't find it with you. She left the coffee warm, but her side of the bed was cold. She took the laughter from these walls, left the pictures and the gold. Funny how a house stays standing when your whole world's coming down. She left the coffee warm and this old heart to walk around. I still hear her humming softly every Sunday after church. Now the silence fills the kitchen, and somehow that silence hurts. Her favorite cup is where she left it. I can't bring myself to move it yet. Some mornings love tastes sweet as ever, some mornings it tastes like regret. She left the coffee warm, like she'd be coming back by noon. But the only thing that visits now is the lonely afternoon. Every sunrise asks the same old question. Every sunset knows the truth. She left the coffee warm, but she took away my youth. People say that time heals everything. Maybe they're right somehow, but time can't pour another cup or tell me she's home now. She left the coffee warm and a light above the door. Maybe love don't always leave with anger. Sometimes it just can't stay anymore. If she ever thinks about me, I hope she smiles somehow. I'll pour another cup each morning, though she's not around now. The coffee's gone cold, but I'll always remember the warmth.
Everybody knows about the redhead. Everybody's heard that name. The one who came to take my mama's man and nearly played that game. But there's another girl they never wrote about, and Lord, it's just as well. She was quiet as a Sunday, and she carried her own hell. She never begged for nothing, never knocked on no one's door, just kept a garden by the highway and a light on at the store. And when the town was busy talking about her sister and the shame, she swept the front porch every morning, and she carried the same last name. She was born beside a legend, and she lived inside the shade. Nobody wrote a song for her, so this here's the one I made. There's 100,000 women who've been somebody's little sister, second to the story, but the first one to be missed. And there's nobody in this world who ever kissed her. She's buried up the hill there, where the honeysuckle grows. One stone, no inscription, but the year she came and goes. And the tourists stop to ask about the redhead every spring, and the caretaker just points and says, that one's the other thing. So here's to all the quiet ones who never got the verse, who held the family together while the family got the worst. May you rest beneath the honeysuckle, may the wind know what you're worth. Somebody ought to sing you, so I'm singing you first.
Didn't slam the front door crying, didn't throw a single thing. She folded up the hurt between us like an old forgotten dream. There was a note beside the window, just a line or maybe two. I hope you find the peace you're chasing, 'cause I couldn't find it with you. She left the coffee warm, but her side of the bed was cold. She took the laughter from these walls, left the pictures and the gold. Your whole world's coming down. She left the coffee warm and this old heart to walk around. I still hear her humming softly every Sunday after church. Now the silence fills the kitchen, and somehow that silence hurts. Her favorite cup is where she left it. I can't bring myself to move it yet, Some mornings love tastes sweet as ever. Some mornings it tastes like regret. She left the coffee warm, like she'd be coming back by noon. But the only thing that visits now is the lonely afternoon. Every sunrise asks the same old question. Every sunset knows the truth. She left the coffee warm, but she took away my youth. People say that time heals everything. Maybe they're right somehow, but time can't pour another cup or tell me she's home now. She left the coffee warm and a light above the door. Maybe love don't always leave with anger. Sometimes it just can't stay anymore. If she ever thinks about me, I hope she smiles somehow. I'll pour another cup each morning, though she's not around now. The coffee's gone cold, but I'll always remember the warmth. There was a bubble gum machine outside the Piggly Wiggly store. Red and rusted, took a quarter, sat there crooked by the door. She was 17 and laughing when I turned that handle down, and out come a plastic diamond big enough to sink a town. Her daddy said I'd never make it. I said a boy like me'd be gone before the leaves turned in October, before the frost was on the lawn. But she wore that thing to graduation, wore it dancing in the rain, wore it till the green come off her finger, and she wore it just the same. I bought her gold when I could buy it, 30 years of making good. Diamonds cut in Amsterdam and cabinets built of cedar wood. But there's a drawer beside the mirror where she keeps that cheap old thing. Says a man can buy a woman anything but the first thing. Says she'll be buried in the 99-cent ring. Now the Piggly Wiggly's boarded and the parking lot's gone gray, and they hauled that little machine off in a truck one Tuesday. I drove out there this morning just to sit a spell and look, and I swear I heard her laughing at the handle when it shook. This old hat's been through 1,000 miles, more dust than a county road. It's seen hard times and better days, carried every heavy load. It shaded me from summer suns, kept the rain out of my eyes. Lord, it's been my only witness to every truth and every lie. If this old hat could talk, it'd tell you where I've been, about the nights I nearly gave up and the days I'd start again. It'd tell you love is worth the hurt and pride ain't worth the fall. If this old hat could talk, it'd tell me I made it through it all. I wore it when I met my girl at a dance in early June. She laughed and said it looked too big, but she kissed me underneath the moon. I wore it when I held our son the day he first called me Dad. Funny how the sweetest moments outnumber all the bad. If this old hat could talk, it'd sing of joy and pain, of every drought that tested me and every long-awaited rain. It'd tell you every broken road still leads somewhere if you're strong. If this old hat could talk, it'd say, keep moving on. One day I'll hang it on a nail when these hands are finally still. Maybe my grandson will put it on and chase another dream uphill. If this old hat could talk, it'd smile instead of cry, 'cause a good life isn't counted by the years that pass us by. It's measured by the hearts we've touched and the promises we keep. If this old hat could talk, it'd say, a simple life runs deep. So I'll tip my hat to yesterday and welcome one more sunrise. There's a dirt road leading nowhere fast, just a trail through fields of green. Most folks drive right past that place, never knowing what it's seen. There's a swing still hanging from an old oak tree, though it hasn't moved in years. If those old boards could find a voice, they'd sing a million laughs and tears. It's the house that raised me, brick by brick, where love was strong, though money was thin, where mama prayed before every meal,
Daddy taught me how to stand again. I left to chase the world outside, thinking dreams were somewhere new. Now every road keeps leading me back to the place where my roots grew. The wallpaper's faded, the roof leaks now. The mailbox leans to one side, but every crack inside those walls still holds a piece of my life. I can almost hear my brother laughing, running barefoot through the rain. Funny how a memory can warm your heart and still carry a little pain. It's the house that raised me, room by room, where every goodbye came with a hug, where Sunday mornings meant church bells and muddy boots stained the rug. You don't know what you've been given until it's only in your mind. Home isn't made of wood and nails. It's the people you leave behind. One day someone else may own that land, paint the porch a different shade, but they'll never know the stories that every weathered board has saved. It's the house that raised me, heart and soul, long before I knew my name. The older I get, the more I see that home and love are much the same. If these roads ever bring me back, I'll sit beneath that old oak tree and thank the Lord for every lesson. The house that raised me gave to me. Some places never leave your heart, even after you've left them behind.
She works the line from 3 to midnight, punches out at 12:10. I'm on the road by 5 each morning before the sun climbs off the shelf. There's a note beside the coffee pot, her handwriting small and neat. There's chicken in the icebox, honey. Don't forget your Wednesday's meal. We've been married 19 winters, been in love for 21. And I've kissed her sleeping forehead more than I have kissed her none. Folks down at the diner say a marriage needs the time, but she's holding up her end of it, and I am holding mine. We pass each other in the driveway like two trains that share a track. She goes rolling toward the evening, and I haul in the morning back. Ain't romantic, ain't a movie, ain't the way we drew it up, but the lights on when I get there, and there's coffee in the cup. Saturday's the day we get to, that's the day we're really wed. She sleeps in until 11, I don't leave the foot of bed. We eat breakfast in the afternoon and argue about the news, and I thank the Lord for 2 days off and one good pair of shoes. She'll be there, and she'll wake up and I'll be there. Till then we'll keep on trading places, keep on keeping up, 'cause the light's still on when I get there, and there's still coffee in the cup. The sun came up on another Monday, coffee in a weather tin cup, 100 dreams riding in this old Chevy. She coughs, but she still starts up. I've got a picture tucked above the visor of the girl who still believes in me. That's enough to keep these tired hands holding on to what I can't yet see. So I'll drive one more mile, work one more day, say one more prayer when I lose my way. Life ain't easy, but it sure is worth the ride when you got someone waiting on the other side. I'll wear these boots until they wear me down, just keep on driving one more mile. The radio's playing an old country love song about a cowboy and his girl. Makes me smile, 'cause I know the feeling. She's still my whole wide world. We've never had a house up on the hillside, or money stacked up to the sky, but every night I hold her close. I know I'm the richest man alive, so I'll drive one more mile, work one more day, say one more prayer when I lose my way. Life ain't easy, but it sure is worth the ride when you've got someone waiting on the other side. I'll wear these boots until they wear me down, stand back up every time I hit the ground. The good Lord knows I'm trying all the while, so I'll just keep on driving one more mile. Someday these hands will finally slow, and these roads won't call my name. I won't remember all the hours I worked, just the people who shared my pain. I'll drive one more mile, that one more lap. Hold on tight to the things that last. The world's gonna turn whether I win or lose, so I'll keep walking in these old worn shoes. If tomorrow brings another hill to climb, I'll thank the Lord for one more sunrise. As long as there's hope beyond the next turnstile, I'll keep on driving one more mile, one more mile, one more prayer, one more day. I'll meet you there. Daddy kept a pencil on a string by the kitchen door. Every birthday morning we'd back up against that wall. Mama'd holler, stand up straight now. Lord, I never stood so tall. And he'd draw a little line and write the year and nothing more. There's a mark for 84 where I finally passed my brother. brother. One for 91, the summer I stopped growing altogether. 20 years of Junes and soft gray lead, one on top of the other, and the paint's gone yellow round them, but the numbers held forever. Well, the realtor says she'll have it sold by Sunday. It says a coat of white will bring the whole thing back to new. But there's 40 years of children on that door frame, and a man can't take a house, but Lord, I'd take those 2 feet through. I brought a saw out from the truck bed, sat there in the drive, till the street light came on humming, and my coffee had gone cold. Some things you're meant to leave behind, so someone else can thrive. And some things you cut loose and carry with you when you're old. Now it hangs above my workbench where the tools and dust collect, and my girl, she turned 6 last Tuesday, so I found myself a pen, backed her up against that old board, told her stand up straight now, Beck. And I drew a little line and wrote the year, and it began again. There's an old porch light still burning every night, though nobody's been home for years. The paint is peeling off that white wooden fence, but it still remembers all our tears. Mama sang hymns by the kitchen window, Daddy worked till the setting sun. Life wasn't rich in the things we owned, but somehow we never needed none. Take me back to that little gravel road where the stars were all we had to hold. Love was measured by the time we'd give, and a handshake meant exactly what it did. I'd trade these city lights for fireflies tonight, if I could hear that screen door swing once more. Home ain't always where you're living now. Sometimes it's an old porch light you can't ignore. I pass by strangers every single day, yet I still know every face back home. Funny how the farther that you travel, the more your heart refuses to roam. And Grandpa's chair still sits beside the fireplace, like he's waiting for the evening news. Some things never really leave you behind. They're the roads your soul will always choose. Time keeps rolling like an old freight train, taking more than it ever returns. But every scar becomes another story, and every goodbye leaves a lesson learned. Take me back to that little gravel road, where faith was stronger than the winter cold, where every sunset felt like heaven's smile, and every mile was worth another mile. If tomorrow never calls my name again, then just lay me where the wildflowers grow. 'Cause home ain't just a place upon a map, it's the love you carry wherever you go. That old porch light is still burning tonight. Maybe it was waiting all along. Back when the corn was tall as heaven, and summer never seemed to end, we'd fish the creek till supper time and do it all again. Mama called from the front porch steps, voice carried through the pines. Back then we thought forever was just another summertime. I wish I knew those were the good old days, before they slipped like autumn leaves. Back when a dollar stretched a little farther, and every promise was believed. You never know you're making memories until they're all you've got. I'd give anything for one more day when the corn was tall. Daddy never owned a fancy tractor, just an old machine that smoked. But somehow every road got planted, and every seed found hope. The neighbors came without an invitation. If a barn was needing raised, nobody counted what they gave. They just gave. I wish I knew those were the good old days, when laughter echoed down the lane, when front porch swings solved every problem, and love was stronger than the rain. Now every field looks just a little smaller, or maybe I've just grown. Funny how you leave your hometown, but it never leaves your soul. My little boy asked me last Sunday, "Dad, what was it like back then?" I smiled and said, "Son, we didn't have much, but we never knew we were missing anything. So let's leave our phones inside the house, go throw a line into the stream. Let's make the kind of memories that someday live inside our dreams. Maybe years from now you'll tell your kids about this simple life we've got, and they'll wish they could go back someday, when the corn was tall. Some seasons end, but they never stop growing in your heart."
Met an old man on a county road, hammer in his weathered hand, nailing up one last broken fence on a little piece of land. I said, "Sir, why fix what's falling down? No cattle graze here anymore." He smiled and wiped the sweat away, then leaned against the old barn door. He said, "Son, you don't mend a fence for the things that stand today. You mend it for tomorrow, long after you've gone away. The world needs folks who leave it better than the way they found it first." And he drove one final nail, and those words became my verse. Years rolled by like tumbleweeds, life kept pulling me along. Chased a paycheck, built a family, learned the difference right from wrong. Whenever things felt broken or hope seemed hard to find, I'd remember that old fence line and the wisdom left behind. You don't mend a fence 'cause somebody's watching you. You do it 'cause it's honest, and it's simply what you do. The smallest acts of kindness can outlive 1,000 names. Sometimes the quietest people leave the biggest change. Now my grandson walks beside me, holding nails inside his hand. He asked me why we're fixing boards on this old forgotten land. I smiled just like that farmer did, and finally understood. You don't mend a fence just to keep the cattle in. You mend the hearts around you, one small choice at a time. And when they lay me down someday beneath this Kentucky sky, I hope they say he fixed what he could before he said goodbye. Some folks leave monuments of stone, others leave a stronger fence.
Got a truck that runs on prayer and half a tank. Got a dog that hates the mailman in the bank. Got a Friday and a payday and a road, and a radio that only knows one mode. Loud. Cousin Ray's got a fiddle and a plan. Says there's dancing out at Dooley's, bring the can. Got the windows down, got the highway coming up. Got a preacher on the AM giving up on us. Turn it up! This is two-lane gospel. This is Friday night, amen. This is 40 miles of nothing, and we're doing it again. Got the fiddle in the front seat, and the county in the dust. Ain't a soul out here to save us, and there ain't a one of us that's asking to be saved. It's two-lane gospel, brother, and we're rolling till we're brave. Mile marker 14's where we always turn. There's a bonfire and a bad idea to burn. Sally's got a boyfriend, but he ain't out here tonight. And the moon come up so big it turned the whole field white. All right. It ain't the pretty prettiest truck you'll ever see. The paint's worn thin, the chrome's long gone. The radio only catches Sunday sermons, and the heater quit years ago. But every dent's got a story, every scratch knows my name. That old Chevrolet's been family long before fortune ever came. So here's the keys to an old Chevrolet. They won't unlock a life of gold, but they'll open roads where good men learn. Some things money never told. Take your time, don't race tomorrow. Treat every stranger like a friend. If you take care of this old pickup, it'll bring you home again. I drove your mama to our wedding with wildflowers on the dash. Brought you home wrapped in a blanket, and never thought the years would pass so fast. We hauled hay through August summers, cut a Christmas tree each year. Funny how an old truck keeps a lifetime in its gears. So here's the keys to an old Chevrolet. Along with everything I've learned, the road gives back to patient hearts, not just the ones that burn. Leave a gate the way you found it. Keep your word when times get rough. A man is measured by his character, not by the size of his truck. Someday you'll hand these keys down to, when your own hair's turning gray. And maybe you'll remember this old porch and what your old man had to say. Here's the keys to an old Chevrolet. And every mile I couldn't buy, they're heavy with 1,000 prayers. And every tear your mama cried when that engine finally falls silent. Don't let the memories fade away. Some families pass down fortunes, ours pass down an old Chevrolet. Turn the key, she's still got another road to travel. The transmission went out on the Ford in March. The roof gave in come May. And the man from the bank had a soft voice when he told me what to pay. I don't blame the weather, and I don't blame the crooks in Washington. Some years you get the harvest, and some years you get the sun. My brother says it's bad luck, Mama says it's God's design. Preacher says there's lessons in it, wife says, honey, it'll be fine. And they're all of them well-meaning, and they're all of them half right. But nobody's got an answer for a man at 3 at night. It ain't nobody's fault, it ain't nobody's doing. Ain't a devil in the details, ain't a curse that I've been through. Sometimes the road just narrows
porch is where you fall. It ain't nobody's fault at all. So I got up Monday morning like a man who's got a job. Put the coffee in the thermos, put the worry in the box. 'Cause the fields don't care who's tired, and the fence don't care who's broke. And a mule don't pull for pity, he just pulls until he's broke. Just standing in the weather like the rest of us have stood. And the standing is the only thing that ever done me good.
Every evening, just before sunset, I sit out here like I always do. There's two old rocking chairs on this porch. The one's been empty since I lost you. The neighbors wave as they drive on by. They probably think I've lost my mind, but I still save your place beside me. Some habits are too hard to leave behind. One chair still rocks even when the wind don't blow. Maybe it's just my heart remembering, or maybe heaven lets you know. I still tell you about my day like I did for all those years. Love doesn't end when someone leaves. It just learns to live through tears. Here roses bloom every springtime, though I never had your gentle hands. I swear they're trying to keep a promise, growing prettier than I ever planned. I still hear your favorite hymn when the church bells ring at 10. Some folks call them memories, I just call them visits from an old friend. One chair still rocks and the coffee's brewed for two. Old habits make the longest journeys when your heart stays true. If missing you was measured in the finest road this old cowboy ever worked. The preacher says we'll meet again, and I believe every word. Until that morning comes for me, I'll keep listening for your birds. One chair still rocks, and someday mine will too, no more. I'll leave this old house, these fields, these fences, walk through heaven's open door. And if I see you waiting there with that smile I've missed so long, I'll say, honey, I wasn't late. I was just finishing our song.